Hey guys, my name is Galina from 1000 Lashes. So on this channel we try to give you as much useful information as possible, and we try to give you tips, tricks, and just make it a very knowledge oriented community. We also have a Facebook group that you guys can join if you guys have any questions, you want to post your work, get some feedback. We have really supportive lash artists in there as well that are more than willing to help you guys, including ourselves, that we would always be able to answer your questions if you have any questions or issues or anything like that. So today's video, I'm actually very excited about it, is about different hacks that we have discovered that definitely help beginner lash artists. So be sure to watch until the end, because we are going to save the best for last and give you the best tips and tricks that you can start using right away on your clients, as soon as this pandemic is over, of course. So another thing before I forget, be sure to subscribe to our channel, because we will be coming out with one video a week to give you guys as much useful content as possible. So be sure to subscribe in order to keep seeing our videos in the future. So let's get into it. The first tip I can give you guys is tape. Okay, so tape is extremely important. There are so many different kinds of tapes on the market, but one thing for sure is that it really helps lash artists with their work. So I strongly recommend you guys have different types of tapes. You try different kinds of tapes for different kinds of taping techniques and see which ones work the best for you. So tape, you know, some lash artists prefer one over the other, and that's okay. There's no really right or wrong way. Well, there is a wrong way, but it's important to just, as long as you're ensuring sanitation and safety, there are different ways that you can achieve the same technique and the same result. So the first tape I would actually recommend that you guys get is actually this type of tape. So it's really gentle. On our website it's called the breathable tape. So it's actually really gentle on the client's eyelid. It doesn't hurt when you remove it, so you can see it's very easy to remove, but it's also really sturdy, and it holds the whatever you tape, it holds it really well. The other really awesome thing about it is that you can just rip it apart if you want smaller, thinner strips. Sometimes we like to use, for the inner corner, really thin strips like this, so that you can tape it in the inner corner, pull the skin back in order to isolate those really small lashes in the inner corner, in order to get access to them. So this tape is really awesome for that. I love using this particular tape for that reason. It's also hypoallergenic and latex free. So this tape, awesome. They also have there's also this tape in different variations. There's a plastic variation. We don't really love that one because it pulls a little bit more, I find. But you know, some lash artists love that tape. So it really depends. Once again, you have to try different tapes and different products in order to see what will work best for you. But one thing for sure is tape is something you absolutely need to start. Okay, so now hack number 2. The other, once again, it's about tape. You guys can see how much I love tape. So this tape is the foam tape. Foam tape is awesome. So one of the reasons it's actually super cool to work with is it's like a blank canvas. It gives you a lot more room, a lot more flexibility in order to do your work. So you can actually cut this tape in forms of patches and use it instead of patches for certain clients that don't like or have reactions to patches. Some clients really can't tolerate them. Like, I know I'm one of them. My eyes get really red and itchy like whenever any kinds of patches are used on me. So I like this on me as a client. There's certain other clients that really like this type of tape. Some artists also really like working with this type of tape. So it really depends. once again, it can also be cut in two, because this tape is actually a little bit thicker. Well, it's actually twice as thick. So this is 2 centimeters, this is 1 centimeter. So it's actually twice as thick, but that's why it can be used as patches. Sometimes you can also use both of these together. So you can use the foam tape as a patch, and then you can use the breathable tape to tape down the lashes, whichever ones are still sticking out. You can tape them down with this breathable tape. So now that you guys see how much we love tape, tape is key. You need tape, different kinds of tape. You need to practice all these different techniques and see which ones you like. Now let's move on from tape. We're gonna move on to another hack that I think every lash artist should know. So for clients with fluttering, with fluttering eyelids, the worst, so difficult to work with. Like their eyelids are constantly moving and you're like, what am I gonna do? Okay, the thing you can do is actually get a coin, wash it really well with soap and water, and use a piece of tape. You can use, once again, you see, this is why you need tape. You can use this breathable tape and tape it down, tape the coin down on the client's eyelid, and this will help, the weight of the coin will help to bring the eyelid down and make sure that it doesn't move as much as you're working. So that's a really useful tip to know, and it works really, really well. Another thing you can do with fluttering eyelids is you can actually take 1 or 2 eyelashes from the bottom of the lash layer, of the client's lash layer, and tape it down to the patch. So you just take 1 eyelash from the bottom layer and tape it down to the patch. Works really well also to tape down the lashes, make sure the client does not open their eyes constantly and get you know, chemical reaction or burn from the fumes constantly going into the client's eye. So that is really, really helpful and really useful, and I hope you guys found this tip useful. Now, the last tip I'm going to give you guys, and this one is also really helpful for clients whose eyes are constantly watering. You take lash adhesive wipes. You can find those on our website as well. They're really absorptive. On top of being really good to use with wiping the nozzles, they're also really highly absorptive. So what you can do is you can actually fold it in 2 or even in 4, and then gently tape it down to the corner of the client's eye. And then just tape it down on the side here. And then you're gonna notice that all the tears that are accumulating here and dripping and making it difficult for your client and difficult for you to actually work are going to get absorbed in this little square, in this little absorptive wipe. So that really helps in order to make sure that the patches don't actually get kind of puffy, and then you have to change the patches because they start peeling off and then the client is uncomfortable. It's the worst. So this really helps with that particular issue. So I hope that you guys like these hacks. Let me know which one was your favorite and which one you are going to use on your clients. Also, please be sure to subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. We are always available to help you guys with any questions that you may have. Feel free to reach out to us on social media or on our website. We have a direct number where we always have a lash artist available to help you guys out. So thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys in